you. It is really good to be back.
Sorry, that was funny.
Tom Mix was a movie star during the silent era, and he was a real cowboy. And he died in a car accident. He wrecked his sports car, which was a Cord, C-O-R-D. I don't know if you remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently he was really speeding very fast, and apparently he missed the sign that there was a bridge out, or he saw the sign but too late. I guess he slammed on his brakes or lost control of the car, whatever. He drove into a ravine or a ditch, and the aluminum suitcase that was in his back seat, it was convertible, the impact through the aluminum suitcase into the back of his neck, broke his neck. He died almost instantly. So I decided I'd write a poem about it.
Always a heavy subject, right there.
Look it up, is what it's called. We are all horrible human beings because we live in a Western comedy, thriller, adventure, horror, sci-fi, romance, disaster, melodrama, fantasy, B-movie, slapstick, cold stone universe, which has nothing to say, so we make shit up. I'm sorry I tricked you. We are all beautiful human beings. And Tom Mix was a beautiful human being. And more than just an actor, he was the real deal. So look it up. Tom's aluminum suitcase of death, the press called it, never bore Tom a grudge. A suitcase is incapable of holding a grudge. And Tom's sports car loved Tom, and Tom loved it back. The car was complicit, and so was Tom. Works both ways. Look it up. Tom Mix was a pallbearer at Wyatt Earp's funeral. Earp was a sometime film advisor on Tom Mix's westerns. Many silent films remain unseen. The Library of Congress says 75% are lost. Not missing, but lost. Look it up. We can agree that the universe sports some superb production values. The soft bloom of a young boy's cheek. The red riot of a rosy dawn. A purple plum overcome with juice. The dying light in your mother's eyes. The crushing weight of an aluminum suitcase. Look it up. Speaking of artificial intelligence, during my festive break, which has not really been festive, I learned more about, artificial intelligence and GPT-4, and I ponied up the $20 to get the more GPT-4, so I could build my own GPT, chatbot. So I've made 2 of them, and I used one of them to help me figure out what the heck I was trying to even think of or write. And so what I did was, I thought, I counted them, 41 drafts on medium.com. That's where I publish all my stuff. So I have 41 drafts which were never completed. So I took all the titles from those 41 drafts and I plugged it into my chatbot, whose name is, Wondrous Wordsmith. And I called it that because I uploaded a bunch of material on magical realism, because I like magical realism. And so I took the 41 titles and I plugged it into my Wondrous Wordsmith to see what would happen. Yeah, and it kind of sparked some, some things. And then I started writing, The bottom line is that something came out of me that I had never realized before, but it's expressed in the title. This is called The Simp's Lament. Do we have any Zoomers in here? Generation Z? The Generation Z?
What the fuck is Generation Z?
You were born 1995 to 2010, which makes you a Generation Z.
Oh, please, in this audience, come on.
I thought at least one of you.
A little bit older.
Okay, well, you're going to have to figure it out, or I'll tell you when the time comes. All right, it's called The Simp's Lament. I'm sorry I'm running on so long.
You got the stage. Use it.
In a world where homicidal maniacs live and thrive, their voices grotesque, offensive, their tapestries hung with reckless abandon. In this world, there exists a realm beyond the ordinary, a world where football is no longer just a game, but a dance of shadows and light, a universe within, defying the cannibalistic nature of time, throwing glitchy shadows, reality flickering at the edges. Hey, why all this bullshit? This truthless parade, a rampant vine entwining truth, needing no nurture. I admit it, no bullshit, I am a simp. No, not a simpleton, a simp. I'll tell you, nobody ever read to you like I did. I need to pause here since nobody fucking knows what a simp is. It's slang in Zoomer, Generation Z terminology. A simp is someone who is submissive to women. Okay? That's it. Thank you for your hospitality. Excuse me while I start my fingers. My parents, life sculptors, unwitting architects of flaws. You inadvertently designed the very foundations of my being, self-made, self-broken, lesson learned, maybe. Living in a world craving sharp edges, a dull knife yields no favors. So I pack my suitcase full of razor blades and I sling them at those who need pruning. A demon, trapped in glass, lurks in the corners. A metaphor for the stories we tell. A narrative about narratives. A mirror reflecting its own image. Life unfolds in a spectrum of horror. At dawn, a curse is spoken, an imprecation impregnating the quantum universe. And amidst this, the strains of a wedding song echoes. Sit, they said, an invitation, or perhaps a farewell to a love never truly held. In a world where every story and every voice matters in this grand tapestry of existence. Thank you.